Welcome back to Inside UCL. We are breaking down the Champions League clash between AC Milan and Liverpool at the San Siro. More to come, match key moments, player performance, tactical tweaks and post-match interviews. Let's dive right in. AC Milan began their 2024-25 Champions League campaign with a defeat as they were beaten 3-1 at San Siro by Liverpool on Tuesday night. Things started brilliantly for Milan when Christian Pulisic drilled a low shot inside the far post less than 3 minutes into the game, but then Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk each scored headers from set pieces to turn the game on its head before the break. Liverpool hit the woodwork twice, then Dominik Szoboszlai was on hand to turn in a third from close range and effectively put the game to bed. And in truth, the Rossoneri never really looked like getting back into the game from there. It is a result that certainly undoes a lot of the good work from Saturday's 4-0 win over Venezia, and it puts further pressure on the Real Madrid and Bayer Leverkusen games which arrive within the next 3 rounds. Paulo Fonseca chose to make 3 changes to the starting lineup from the side that beat Venezia on Saturday night, with Davide Calabria and Fikayo Tomori coming into the back four and Alvaro Morata chosen to lead the line. Milan broke the Liverpool line inside 2 minutes when a pass was played in behind to Morata, who had run off the shoulder of the last man, and his square ball was cut out virtually on the goal line by Virgil van Dijk. However, the offside flag went up moments later, so it wouldn't have counted. Inside 3 minutes, Milan broke the deadlock, and it was a lovely flowing move that cut the away side apart. Morata did brilliantly to spring a counter with a pass down the middle. Then as Pulisic looked all set to square, he fired low and hard inside the far corner with Alisson Becker beaten. Liverpool came inches away from leveling the scores through their talisman Mo Salah. The winger picked up possession on the right side of the box after a pass from Diogo Jota and unleashed a rising shot that seemed to take Mike Maignan by surprise as it thundered against the crossbar. In the 23rd minute, the away side got themselves level, and it came from a very straightforward set-piece goal. Calabria had complaints about the free kick being awarded over on the right side as he got a yellow card, but when the delivery was floated in, both Maignan and Tomori failed to beat Konate to the cross, which was headed in quite easily. Liverpool should have taken the lead not long after equalizing when a sloppy giveaway in midfield saw Milan caught in transition, with Gakpo slipping Mac Allister in behind, and yet he scuffed his effort wide. Moments later, Salah shot straight at Maignan inside the area as the Reds began to get on top. Salah was proving to be a constant thorn in Milan's side as he kept getting big chance after big chance. Just before the half-hour mark, he again was given time to let off a shot from the right side of the box, and again it thumped the bar, this time bouncing down and to safety. Maignan had twice gone down in the first half with what looked like some discomfort in his thigh, yet he produced some good reactions to deny. You guessed it, Salah's low shot that was heading for the bottom right corner. From the resulting corner, Milan conceded their second set-piece goal of the night. This time the delivery came from the other side, and this time it was the other central defender Virgil van Dijk who got on the end of it, heading in from just a few yards out after being left remarkably unchallenged. The final action of the first half saw Gakpo cut in onto his right foot from the left side and fire a venomous shot that was sailing inside the far post before Maignan extended a hand out to turn it behind. After withstanding some issues in the first half, Maignan was clattered into by both Jota and Tomori as he made a brilliant stop to deny the Liverpool forward, and it was finally time for Lorenzo Torriani to make his Champions League debut. Just before the hour mark, Milan had a big appeal for a penalty when a cross to Morata appeared to be potentially controlled by the hand of Van Dijk before he then bundled the Spaniard over as he tried to get to the loose ball. Nothing was given, and Fonseca was booked for his protests. Torriani's first real test came from a narrow angle shot that he did well to stop from Szoboszlai, and the rebound fell to Tsimikas, who lashed a low attempt wide of the far post. Having been denied not long before, Szoboszlai did get the goal that put Liverpool in command. A slack pass from Pavlovic into the midfield was seized upon to start a 3-on-1 break, with Gakpo squaring to the Hungarian, who volleyed in off the far post. A change came with 20 minutes left as the captain Calabria made way for Emerson Royal, and he appeared to be in some discomfort as well. Loftus-Cheek also made way, with Tammy Abraham coming on in his place. Shortly after, Noah Okafor came on in Morata's place. Theo came close to having the deficit with a rocket of a first-time drive from 20 yards out that whistled past the far post. Slot spoke to reporters in the press conference room at San Siro immediately after the game and shared his thoughts on what was a job well done for his side, with the official website relaying his comments. "Is it a good birthday present? Yeah, I said a few times already. Normally you celebrate your birthday with your friends and your family. But this was a real good alternative to play a first Champions League game against a special club for Liverpool, but also a special club for Dutch people in a nice venue. Then to win it the way we did after going 1-0 down after 5 minutes with the result of Nottingham Forest still in our head. I think it was very good to see how they took the game in their hands, the players, and in the end we scored 3 goals and won 3-1. Gakpo and Ryan Gravenberch stood out in particular. I was standing just a second ago next to Clarence Seedorf on the desk. They also talked about Ryan and Cody, and I said it's a special place for Dutch players to play because of the former players that have played here. To put a performance in like this is always nice as a Liverpool player, and at a venue like this it's even nicer. Yes, you can pick these two, but I think I could pick a few others as well that played really well. Like always, it's very difficult for an individual to play well if the whole team doesn't play well and vice versa. The whole team played well and then the individuals can shine from there," Slot said. "You are the 4th manager to win a Champions League tie on your birthday, after Bobby Robson, Roberto Mancini and Arsene Wenger. It's pretty good company, but I hope to do more special things in the future and be in the special company of these legends of the game instead of only winning a tie on your birthday. Hopefully, in the future I'm also trying to manage certain things what these managers did. This was not the most important thing to get," he said. "Were set pieces somewhere you felt you could hurt Milan? I don't look at the other team, I always look at my own team. I think we were a bit disappointed with the result against Nottingham Forest, but we were also disappointed from getting 8 corner kicks and not scoring, but we were very close. We felt with all the work we put in on set pieces that at some moment we should get the reward. I think it was 2 very good set pieces and 2 very good headers that got us to goals, which was important because I think we were very comfortable on the ball, pressed really well, but in the end you need goals as well. We hit the crossbar a few times today out of open play, so we needed set pieces and it was good to see that we scored them for all the work my assistants and the players put in. It is nice to see it got rewarded today," Arne Slot said. "Was it a difficult start to the game, conceding early? It sounds a bit weird if you play 3, 4, 5 minutes and we already conceded 1 chance, which was offside, and then afterwards you concede a goal, and that I'm going to tell you now that we didn't even start bad. I think we took control of the game from the start. But in the first 5 minutes we also lost the ball from 2 choices that were not the best to make, and then they could counter-attack us. Afterwards we dominated possession even more and that didn't lead to counter-attacks from them. Although it sounds weird to say that we started well if you concede 2 chances, but we took control of the ball from the start of the game. Except from the first 5 minutes where they had to counter-attacks, I think we dominated possession and created chances as well," the Liverpool head coach said. That's all for the match review on Inside UCL. Do well to subscribe and leave a comment.